Welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome from this side. Hello, everybody. Welcome for another end of week bric-a-brac drinks. It's good to have you here. I hope you've got a drink, whatever it is, being wine, spirits, maybe something simple like a coffee or a cup of tea or hot chocolate, depending on where you are. If you're in East Asia, well, it's around midnight, probably hot chocolate. Um, I believe in South Africa and Europe, it's about 7 o'clock, so maybe you're having an aperitif. And if you're at the other end, like the West Coast, 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe you're having a late breakfast, beginning your weekend, and you're having a nice cup of coffee. Whatever it is, enjoy. And this is the end of week drinks for us. So what have you been up to for this week? I have been in a constant run around of work as usual, which I've really got to put a change. Changes have got to happen, which I think I've just got to start doing it to make things moving. Otherwise, things become the same. And welcome for those in Facebook land. Thank you for joining us. Write some comments if you'd like, so I know who's watching. But if you just want to watch, that's fine. So welcome. Just saying about the week and what I've got planned up ahead. It's been a busy week. I had to really push out that latest episode on the Akashic records, and I'll be working on another one this weekend, so keep your eye out, keep your eye on the YouTube channel for a new episode, which is going to be on sound vibrations, because it's really quite interesting. Vibrations, sound, does sound really, do they really affect us? And not just the mood, do they really affect us in the spiritual sort of way? Well, I've been researching a bit, and there is a correlation, and with vibrations, and can that lead into the attractions, like attracting things? As if you're on the same level, you'll attract things on the same level. So maybe sound vibration actually has the key to that, and that should be coming up in the next few days if I can get everything together. And welcome to those watching on YouTube land out there. Welcome. Say hello, so I know you're there. But if you just want to watch, that's fine. So I hope you enjoy this. Yeah, as I was saying, let us know what you've been up to through the week if you'd like to comment. And I hope you've got yourself a drink. But I heard some buzzing going off. So welcome. Did you watch the episode on the Akashic records? Very interesting, that, isn't it? It's probably what we all really want, really, like a record on what we've done, so we can look back and think, oh, I did that, or oh, that's why this is happening, because I did that, and this is a bit of the payback or the karma for it. And if you've watched the episode with Melissa Amos, she's an Akashic records reader, so she was actually saying that we're going through a period of a new phase in the spiritual period, and we're leaving karmic rulings, which makes it very, very interesting. But I think it's still a bit of cause and effect, even so. But I can understand that, because in some respect, it is our mind over matter, and it's a bit like a manifesting thing, because if someone has killed someone and think they are in the right for doing it, well, they're not going to get any karma back for killing the other person, are they? And you think killing someone is really a really bad thing. But let's take it back to wartime, when it's fight or get defeated. So in that case, if you've killed someone in self-defense, should you feel guilty and expect bad karma from it? So that's really quite interesting. Hi, Kelly. I see Kelly is here. And Kelly actually writes that the Akashic video was fantastic. Thanks, Kelly. More questions than answers now. Well, that's good. There can be a follow-up, let's say. Write your questions, and we'll see if we can find some answers for you. And thank you for watching as well. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate. You don't really know how much I appreciate you guys watching and following as well. So thank you. Yes. So I'm glad because Kelly, you did bring up the questions about the Akashic records, which is something I think I've vaguely heard about, but never really delved into. But and if you delve into a bit more, they're actually more in the Sanskrits, apparently, if that's the right word, back into the like 2,000 years ago with Buddhism and those beliefs. I think they have a rough version of the Akashic records, but it wasn't actually reformulated and brought forward until the Theosophical era, which is like the late 1800s. Like if I've got it right, I think it was Madame Blavatsky. She really brought it to the forefront. In fact, she brought a lot of the Theosophical teachings to the forefront again. And this is probably that era where the late Victorian era, where we went into spiritualism and getting into mediumship and seances and all the other stuff as well. So, and that's when, because if you've watched some of my videos, I actually talked to Bern, and he's a yoga instructor, and he's more of the classical style yoga instructor. So he goes back to the teachings of Buddhism and that sort of stuff. And he thinks, well, his philosophy is that with the yoga, it helps you to get in touch with yourself as well. And you get in touch with, well, he says there's the different levels of the body. You've got your outer body, you've got your inner body, and the spiritual body. And when you do yoga, the idea is really to get in touch with your spiritual self. And I actually consulted him about the Akashic records, and he was saying that that is really a terminology and a term that actually started from the Theosophical era with Madame Blavatsky and a few of the others, because I think there's Dr. Steiner. I think the name eludes me, but Madame Blavatsky is something which I came across years ago. I met this guy who knew all these things about Madame Blavatsky and the other people around that era. Because he actually introduced me to a spiritual church, and he thought I'd be freaked out, because a lot of people have been to his church that he went to, which is a spiritual church, which is not like the usual church that you see people going to on a Sunday. And he thought I'd be freaked out. But then again, my upbringing has been quite wide and open, so I'm more accepting and understanding of these different traditions, and so it didn't really freak me out. But there are some people that do get freaked out with the different church and the ceremonies that went on there. But and later on he actually sort of like said that he could see things like angels in the ceilings and spirits and that sort of stuff. But that's another story. And apparently he actually told me a few things, like we had past lives together and that sort of thing, which actually, when you think about it, doesn't surprise me, because I'm sure, in fact, everyone interacting with us at the moment probably have had some connection in the past. And I suppose the Akashic records will have details about all of that if we could access it. And that's another thing. If you do want to check in with your Akashic records, ask any questions about it, contact Melissa. And oh, I should put the link. I didn't put the link. I'll put the link down after the video if anyone wants to contact Melissa, if you want a reading. And she does a lot of other stuff as well. She's a healer, And if you watch the video, I went down a whole long list of everything she does. So yeah, I'll put the link below if you're interested in getting in contact with Melissa. And did anybody catch the talk by the Society of Paranormal Research? I put a link down. I think it was for last week. I don't know, the weeks are just going by. I'll be dead soon at this rate. I think it was last Saturday, and I was about to click on it, but unfortunately, I was too late, and they'd closed the booking, so I couldn't register for it. But it was a talk with Dr. Simmons Moore about synesthesia, which is a condition where your senses get all mixed up, like you hear tastes, and you see smells and that sort of thing. And so your senses really get mixed up, and it's a condition actually. And maybe it's a thing where as you're growing up, you do learn the wrong things. Like every time someone says ice cream, and normally you would think ice cream, cold, vanilla flavor. And every time someone says ice cream, you keep thinking it because you've conditioned yourself. And there was a man, in fact, I put the article in the Facebook group, that he has this condition ever since he can remember, where certain words would bring a certain taste in his mouth. And very strangely enough, he liked languages. And he liked German because the German language gave him a very nice sort of taste. But the French language apparently gave him a different sort of taste, which wasn't as nice. So he without being rude, tried to avoid French-speaking people because he didn't like the taste they brought into his mouth. But certain words would just bring different taste in them. And that article is in the Facebook group, if you remember them. If I can, I may try and drop it down below if you want to read it. And also the links, because of the algorithms with this whole Facebook, YouTube, well, mainly Facebook, you can't really put them in the description. So I've got to put the links in the comments. And if there's a lot of links, you do have to expand the comments. Some of you don't know that. And so I may do it a bit differently. I may put a link in each comment and see how that goes, if it's better for anyone else. But getting back to Dr. Simmons Moore with synesthesia, did anyone catch the program? Because she talks how there is a relationship between ghosts and people who do experience synesthesia as well. And as I said, I wasn't able to watch it because by the time I was going to click onto it, they'd closed the booking, so I couldn't get onto it. I was a bit too close to the starting time, or maybe they booked out. But the Society of Paranormal Research do put on some very good talks, so do follow them if you like. And because they have different talks coming up, and I'll post the links up as well. And they obviously have talks on the paranormal. It's quite a good society because they do help people who are looking into these sort of things as well. And I suppose as I was saying, the next video would be on sound and sound vibrations. So look out for that. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. The link will be down below after the video. And that's where basically I put most of my video content on the YouTube channel. So do join us there and subscribe. Tell your friends as well. I think I'm having problems with YouTube. I think I may have done something wrong because I think I might be shadow banned, because it just seems like it's not growing. It was really strange because it was a nice upward curve, and then all of a sudden it just dropped. And I don't know what happened. I think I upset YouTube. So please tell your friends and get your friends to subscribe and join, and that will help the channel as well. And don't forget, how many more days left to the end of the month? I think there is about two more days, and you get 20% off my spiritual, if you can see that over there in Facebook land, my t-shirts. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can share the screen and bring up the t-shirts. Let me do it on this one because I believe this one's ready. Okay. So in Facebook land, you can see the t-shirts, and in YouTube, the t-shirts are coming right now, and they represent the colors of the chakras. And let's see, here we go. Okay, now this is mainly for my Instagram account, so it will say look at the bio, but you don't have to look at the bio. I'll put a link down below, and all you need to do is, here we go. All you need to do is go to the link. You'll be taken to the page of the t-shirts, the chakra energizing t-shirts. And if you do want to pick a t-shirt, you'll get 20% off, and that is only till the end of the month. And that's if you put the discount code 20May21 in checkout. Now, with the setup, it's a very basic setup, so it will convert to American dollars in the checkout, but you are paying what you see in the British pounds before you went to the checkout site, and the discount should be there as well. So yeah, and they're the colors of the chakras, and if you're feeling maybe a bit low in one of the chakra spots, let's say if you feel stuck with your communication and not expressing yourself well enough, well, that is the throat chakra located in the throat area, and that's represented by the blue color. So if you can surround yourself with blue, that will help with the vibrations of the throat chakra. And if you wear a t-shirt and there's the symbol, the throat chakra symbol there as well, our design for those chakra symbols, if you wear that, that will help stabilize and get your chakras in the right vibrational alignment again, so you can be all aligned and functioning at the right level that you should be. So do take advantage of that offer. That's on until the end of May, which is like 2 days away. So and as you can see, I've got one of the t-shirts on. That's the root chakra, the red one. Okay, let's get you back so I can see what's happening. Yes, so that's the root chakra, the red one that I am wearing at the moment, as you can see. Get me grounded, which a lot of people say I need grounding. So that's it, and I'm thinking, this is very much up in the air, but I'm thinking of doing the 5-day experimental manifesting challenge. 5-day experimental manifesting challenge. That's it. And I'll start that on the 14th of May, going for 5 days. And there may be an introductory video on the night before, on the Sunday, just to welcome you all and get you in. I will put out the links later on through the week. Probably in the next week's video, I might put the introductory link. But this is still up in the air, so this is just a preview, and I may not go ahead with it. Depends if I can get everything set up. But that's the thing, you've got to have plans, part of manifesting really, have plans and have goals. Seems pretty big feat because there's a whole lot of things that will be integrated with the manifestation challenge, and see what we can do. The idea is to have a look at the different manifesting techniques and experiment with them and see what works, if anything works, and what doesn't work, and maybe why not. Because strangely, well, not strangely enough, but it's something that you can't even guarantee, because there are things that lurk down in your, I was going to say soul, but it's more of the subconscious, because the subconscious really is there to protect you and help you. And so if you've got wrong programmings in the subconscious, it'll keep working, doing the same thing. So it doesn't realize it's hindering you. It's just trying to protect you. So we'll have a look at that as well in the manifesting challenge, because there's whole different ways to manifest, I've discovered, and I've manifested a few things. And I believe Timia is here. Hello, Timia. Or she was here. And that's in YouTube land. So yeah, so that's my plan for the manifesting challenge. So have a think about that, and if you can join us, and I'll put a few tasks out and we can experiment with them, and we'll see if anything happens. Otherwise, that'll be about it. I'll keep you up to date with the manifesting challenge, because that's like 2 weeks away, and I've just got to get everything down pat as well. And I'll probably be using a Facebook page for that, Facebook group for that. So I hope everyone's got a Facebook account so you can join in. I've got Timia on Facebook. Still here. Oh, good. Hi, Timia. My Facebook account says that there's no one watching, but there you go. You always have to be on your best behavior, because you don't know who's watching. It's a bit like God, isn't it? Don't do anything wrong, because God's always watching. A bit like Santa Claus. He knows when you're good, and he knows when you've been bad. So I think that's it for this week, really. So thanks for joining us. I think let's see what Timia says on Facebook. Facebook is silly. You're telling me. Yes, Facebook is very temperamental. In fact, I'll do a plug for Marie Smith. I think it's Marie Smith. My mind eludes me at the moment. Marie Smith. She's a Facebook queen. If you're into marketing, Facebook, join her in the group. She's fantastic. I love her. It's just her personality. She's quirky. She knows so much about Facebook, and she's independent, but she is invited by Facebook to attend their meetings because she knows so much about Facebook. But she was talking about, and as we know, Instagram is part of Facebook. And she was talking about reels, because Instagram, you've got the posts, you've got stories, which is your 24-hour post, you could say, that disappears, and then you've got your reels, which I don't really understand, but I think that might be like the video version. But you can put videos up on Instagram as well, so I'm not really quite sure. Timia on Facebook has said that it just sent my hello again for some reason. Well, that's being friendly. I'll say hello as well on behalf of Facebook. I know I don't understand what's going on with Facebook, but and she did a post about reels, and she was saying it seems like Facebook, with the algorithms, they're making people do all these silly things just to get their message out there, because the algorithms will not let people know that whether you're here or not, unless you do all these things. So people are making stories, which are the ones that disappear in 24 hours. People have to do reels and make videos just so people can see them. Otherwise, the algorithms will leave them alone and no one will get to know them, which isn't very good for business. And then again, a lot of these things are all coming up for business. Kelly on YouTube says, will the challenge be posted on Instagram as well, or only Facebook? It'll be basically only Facebook. I may put a notice up on Instagram, but it will be basically, you'll partake on Facebook, because the way a lot of the challenges that I've done and seen how they work is that they send out like a morning task, so you can get into it and do the exercise, and then we have a meetup just like this, and we can relax and have a drink and discuss the exercise and go through the exercise and give you more tips on it. And that has to be done on a particular platform. I don't think Instagram is a stable enough platform for that, to put comments and things underneath it, as you can in Facebook, because Facebook, we can do a live like this and people can put their comments. People, I think, may have done it on YouTube, and I'm not really quite sure how that works, or how to make it work to my benefit, because I don't know the algorithms. Because I've been doing these lives on YouTube and Facebook. Originally it was just Facebook, and then I did it on YouTube, and then I think that's how I found you, Kelly, by doing lives on both platforms. But I think because I am doing lives, and I'm not promoting the lives, because this is more of a personal thing between my subscribers and not so much for the general public, although they can join in any time. I think Facebook, I've done something wrong with, sorry, YouTube. I think I've done something wrong with YouTube, and they're reprimanding me, and I think I'm shadow banned, because all of a sudden I started releasing these lives on YouTube and my ratings just dropped quite considerably, which I'm a bit annoyed. So I've seen other people do the challenges on Facebook, and I think I will keep it on Facebook. So all you have to do is get a profile, and then you'll be able to log in and join us on the Facebook challenges. Timia on Facebook says, it just sent my hello again. Oh, I've read that one. It just came up slightly a bit different, which made me think it was a new message from Timia. So that's it, really. Yeah, so I'll be doing the challenge on Facebook. I think that's the best setup and best platform for me as well. In fact, because of what YouTube has done to the YouTube channel, how my ratings just crashed, it's made me really think whether I do keep doing the lives on YouTube, because I was doing quite well until I started doing the lives and the channel died, which is the whole it was the whole idea of doing lives on YouTube, was to get more followers, but instead it really killed the growth of the channel. So I'm really seriously considering stopping the lives on YouTube and maybe just putting them in Facebook. So we'll see how we go over the next few weeks. I might do that after the challenge, actually. So there you have it. It's very tentative, but very possibly the challenge, the 5-day experimental manifestation challenge. That's a mouthful and a tongue twister. Should start on the 14th, and I will put links out before then. It's a possibility I may not, depends if I get everything done in time or not. And that's it. And don't forget, if you want to pick up a t-shirt, 20% off until the end of the month. The links will be down there, and just put the code in checkout. And look out for the new video, which I'll be coming out in the next few days, which is about sound vibration. Okay, and that's about it. And I think we will bring Melissa back as well in the next few weeks, because we did talk a lot, and I think there's a lot to talk about. Kelly on YouTube says, I look forward to your sound vibrations video, as there is a lot to that. I know. I've been doing a bit of research, and it's like going down rabbit holes. You go down, one topic, and oh, that leads to there, and then oh, there's another topic, and before you know it, there's so much. So and there's so much to put in, especially now that YouTube is wanting shorter videos, which could be good. I can make it like 2 videos on it or something, but we'll see how we go as well. And I'm trying to keep it as concise and succinct as I can. So I'm glad you'll be looking out for that, Kelly, for the sound vibrations video. So that will be coming up in the next few days. So I think that's it. Thank you for joining me. Cheers. And until next week, keep well. Look out for the video. Take advantage of the t-shirt discounts, and stay well and happy. And I'll say goodbye and end transmission. Okay, I'll do Facebook first. So everyone in Facebook, thanks, and see you next week. Stay well and happy. And for those in YouTube land, it's been a pleasure to have you here again. And again, like everyone else, till next week, stay well and